Ask Cancerism is our video series where we answer your questions about cancer. Click the link below if you want to ask us questions about your issue. Also, subscribe to our channel if you want more info about natural cancer remedies. So the question in this video is, should you only eat a raw food plant-based diet if you have cancer? There are many pros and cons of a raw food diet. One good thing about a raw diet is that it's less processed than the food we buy today. You eat the food in its original whole food state. There's no aspartame, MSG or other toxic food additives. You can still ingest toxins from pesticides sprayed on vegetables and fruits. The Environmental Working Group publishes its annual list of the most sprayed foods on the market. In its Dirty Dozen 2019 list, strawberries, spinach, kale and nectarines come on top. Avocados, sweet corn, pineapples and frozen sweet peas are one of the least sprayed produce. You also have to watch out for GMOs. GMOs are genetically modified Frankenstein foods. They can have a detrimental effect on our health. Glyphosate is a commonly used herbicide that can increase your cancer risk. The safest way to avoid all this is to buy organic food. But this will also make everything more expensive. You can drive down the cost by growing your own vegetables and buy food from the clean list. A raw food diet is great for weight loss. Vegetables and fruits don't contain lots of fat. You can still gain weight if you eat too many fatty foods like avocados, nuts and seeds. Plants don't contain lots of calories, so therefore you have to eat lots of raw foods to feel full. One of the dangers of a raw food diet is not eating enough calories. This is the reason why many ex-raw vegans give up. Animal products and processed junk food contain lots of calories. People that go from a meat-based diet to a vegan one believe that they can eat the same amount of food and get enough calories. But that is a huge mistake. This picture demonstrates several ways to get 1200 calories from your diet. You need to eat fewer animal products to get the same amount of calories. So if you consume a raw food diet, you have to make sure to eat enough food to meet your caloric needs. Because fruits and vegetables don't contain lots of calories, you need to eat a lot more food than you believe. Therefore, eating raw can be expensive. Fully Raw Christina made a video 3 years ago where she gave tips on how to eat as a raw vegan on $20 a day. That amounts to $600 per month in grocery bills. Another problem with a raw food diet is that fruits and vegetables don't sustain you for long. Green and yellow vegetables such as broccoli, cauliflower and asparagus contain little starch. Starch is a complex carbohydrate made up of long chains of sugar molecules. Eating non-starchy vegetables will make you feel hungry within hours. It takes a longer time for your body to break down starches into glucose. Because of the slow release of sugars, you won't feel hungry right away. Starch is a cheap way to get enough calories on a plant-based diet. They contain enough calories to meet the energy requirements of an active person. You can also store it for a long time. It's far cheaper to buy starchy vegetables like rice, corn, potatoes and lentils. They contain more calories than other vegetables and are affordable for everyone. Cooked starches are cheap, they are the main caloric staple for the world, and they have no adverse health effects. The longest living populations in the world eat a starch-based diet. Many raw food eaters consume lots of fruits. Fruits have simple sugars and won't sustain you for long. Overeating high acidic citrus fruits and other fruits can damage the tooth enamel. It can lead to cavities. A fruit smoothie can cause as much dental erosion as soda. So you have to use a straw and not gulp everything down in one go. Another problem with eating fruits is that they are not available all year. Many raw foodies claim that we lose nutrients as we cook food, but that is not true. Cooking food can make the food more digestible and easier to absorb the nutrients. In one study, they measured the beta-carotene intake of 3 groups. The first group ate an average Western diet with 4 servings of fruits and vegetables a day. The second group ate 7 servings of both raw and cooked fruits and vegetables a day. And the last group ate 17 servings of raw fruits and vegetables each day. The wholesome nutrition group that ate both raw and cooked foods absorbed more nutrients than the other groups. The raw group had about the same beta-carotene intake as those with a standard diet. And we have to remember that the standard diet group ate fewer vegetables than the raw group. The methods you use to prepare your food can influence your nutrition absorption. Fried broccoli in oil is a lot worse than raw broccoli. But you can absorb more nutrients from broccoli if you steam it rather than eating it raw.
Raw, steamed, or microwaved? Which is healthier? Starts out neck and neck, but then steamed takes the lead. But wait a second, how can something gain nutrition when you cook it? Well, because it's not what we eat, it's what we absorb, and cooking can boost the absorption of many important plant nutrients, but you can overdo it. Look at the microwaving. Microwaving destroys more nutrients than steaming, but has that same absorption-boosting effect, so we're basically right back up there where we started.
The nutrients in boiled vegetables don't disappear. Instead, they transfer to the cooking water. So long as we make a soup of it or use little water, we won't lose the nutrients. Just don't boil, then throw away the liquid. You can buy waterless cookware if you want to prepare vegetables in their own liquid. In this way, you don't need to throw away any nutrients down the drain. You can be healthy on a raw food diet, but it will take extra work and cost more money than cooked food. It's easier to absorb nutrients on a cooked diet, and you can be as healthy. There is no good evidence that raw diets are superior to other whole food, plant-based diets. A raw diet is restrictive, and many people have a hard time giving up their comfort foods. You don't need to eat a raw vegan diet to start fighting cancer. If a raw diet is too hard to follow, you might return to eating animal products and worsen your condition. So for most people, eating a combination of cooked and raw foods is the best solution. We should all be eating salads every day together with cooked food. To learn more about the health effects of a raw food diet, please refer to the links in the description box below.